Okay, next we will move on to our 6.6 920 item, which is presentation of proclamation designating the month of October 2025 as Pregnancy and Early Infant Loss Awareness Month in Lake County. And this will again be led by Supervisor Pyska. And anyone here for this is welcome to come up with Supervisor Pyska.
Yeah, come on up. Mother-wise, thank you, Samantha. Anyone else? Board of Supervisors, County of Lake, State of California, proclamation designating the month of October 2025 as Pregnancy and Early Infant Loss Awareness Month in Lake County. Whereas pregnancy and early infant loss is more common than we realize. It is estimated in the United States that 1 in 4 pregnancies ends in miscarriage, and 1 in 175 pregnancies ends in stillbirth, and 5 infants per 1,000 die before their first birthday. And whereas many Lake County parents and families have suffered a miscarriage, a stillbirth, or the death of an infant during pregnancy or during delivery or shortly after birth, and such a terrible loss is often not recognized. Whereas Lake County wishes to acknowledge the profound grief experienced by families who suffer the death of a small child, infant, or preterm baby. And whereas even the shortest lives are still valuable, and the grief of those who mourn the loss of these lives is significant. And whereas the 15th day of October is recognized in the United States and around the world as a day of remembrance and awareness of pregnancy and early infant loss, when Motherwise will host a free community event at 6 p.m. at that ranch in Lakeport for those who have experienced this profound loss. Whereas increased awareness of the causes and impacts surrounding pregnancy and infant loss may lead to greater understanding, support, and resources in communities across Lake County. And whereas recognizing Pregnancy and Early Infant Loss Awareness Month and Remembrance Day would enable the people of Lake County to consider how, as individuals and communities, they can meet the needs of bereaved mothers, fathers, and family members and work to prevent the causes of these deaths. Now therefore, be it proclaimed, the Board of Supervisors does hereby proclaim October 2025 as Pregnancy and Early Infant Loss Awareness Month in Lake County and encourages parents, caregivers, and all residents to become educated in opportunities to prevent pregnancy and early infant loss and support bereaved families when prevention is not possible. Passed and adopted the 7th day of October 2025, signed by the Chair of Board of Supervisors. This is always a hard one for me, but it's really important. I started doing this the first year that I became a supervisor. My first daughter was stillborn. She died during delivery on her due date. And that was 17 years ago, my daughter Lila. And at that time, there was no community built around this. And this affects so many more people than we realize. And as I've gone through the years, I've met more and more people. I've seen it happen to more and more families. And thank goodness for Motherwise for providing these events where people can come together every October and share this really beautiful event. And I think we have a picture. It's called the Wave of Light. And the Wave of Light happens on October 15th every year. And with each time zone, people light candles. So there's a wave of light that goes around the entire planet on October 15th. So I'm going to pass the microphone off to Motherwise to talk a little bit more about the event.
Thank you, Supervisor Pyska. I think you've really described it well. It is a beautiful event. It's over at that ranch. It's in the back. They lent us the place. It's a lovely natural setting, and it's well worth anybody who wants to support someone who has lost a child, as Supervisor Pyska and I have done. 49 years ago, I lost my second daughter, Alexis. She lived for 3 days. She lived in a hospital. She never left the hospital. She never saw the days, have the sun shine on her face, any of those natural wonders that you and I take for granted on a daily basis. It's because of that pain that I carry today. 49 years later, I still have that pain of that loss, and I'm sure Supervisor Pyska has that same pain. So it's something that we endure. It's something that we carry forward with us. Her loss and her name are the primary factors that motivated me to start and found the Motherwise program, I think about 15 years ago here in the county with the support of First Five. So thank you, and thank you to the board for supporting this resolution. It means a lot to me personally, and I know it means a lot to a lot of people here in the county.
I promise I'm not going to make everybody else cry, but I just want to take a moment to say that you're not alone if you've experienced this. This is a beautiful event. I got the opportunity to go last year, and you'd be surprised at how many families came, how many families were there, and just the amount of support and love that can be shown through it. And I'm going to stop.
Thank you.
Any comments from board members? And thank you for bringing this and bringing the awareness to our county and the work that's being done around it. Do we have anyone in the room who would like to comment? Anyone online? No hands. With that, Sam, we can do a picture.